Salams and welcome. Nothing heavy duty today. I mean, as I mentioned, I've just come back from a health break, 4 weeks, and I'm still not feeling well. My pain is severe, it's going through the roof, but I want to just share knowledge. So today I'll just spend some time sharing some quotation with you. When I go through some difficulties, I'm sure that you do. Every human being, as far as I'm concerned, every human being goes through some difficulty at some point in the time, whether it's a difficulty of your health, difficulty of your wealth, difficulty of losing someone that you care about, difficulty of broken relationships, difficulties of misunderstandings. And we all have different ways of coping. And one of the ways that I use in coping is to go through various quotations. I've got, alhamdulillah, thousands of quotations of accumulated over the years. And I used to write quotations and stick it up on my wall. And it serves as a mental reminder, as a programming of the brain as to what some of those words are. And you can do the same thing. You can use different ways of coping, whether it's meditation, whether it's exercise. But I would like to share with you some of these quotations from my friends, Samad Katta, Abdul Haq, other people who send me fabulous quotations. So please drop me a line, send me some comments in the comment section. Send me some quotes that have inspired you in your life. There was a fabulous poem that I used to read when I was young. I don't know if it's still available. I'm sure the internet. It's called the Desiderata. Desiderata. Very fabulous poem. Maybe one of the days I'll still read, right? But today, first one I would like to go through is learn to be alone, right? This one says, learn to be alone because no one will stay forever. Isn't that a fabulous quotation? Learn to be alone. Learn to be alone because no one will stay forever. Sometimes we get into a routine in our life. Let's say if I'm young, right? If you're young, your parents are there, your mother is there, your father is there, your brothers are there, your sisters are there, your grandparents are there. That's your house. Everything has got a routine. You wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth, you shower, you go to work, or you go to school, or you go to varsity. There's a routine. You think that life will remain like that always. And suddenly, your whole life gets turned upside down. Maybe your beloved grandfather has died. Your house is no longer the same. Your mother has died. Your house is no longer the same. Your brothers or sisters are getting married, they moved away. Now that house, that beautiful house that you know, that house of comfort is no longer the house of comfort. It's a change. And as human beings, we don't like change. We are getting out of our comfort zone. But part of the change is a metamorphosis. Like in a butterfly. Think of it as a butterfly. A butterfly is in a cocoon. And in the cocoon, it's developing and it is changing. It is beautiful. It wants to stay in the cocoon. But eventually, it's got to break out of the cocoon, and out of it, a magnificent butterfly comes out. Beautiful butterfly. And it flies all over the place. And this is what I've learned in the 4 weeks of solitude that I had the past 4 weeks. And I'm just still recovering from that. Alhamdulillah, as what I said, it was not a voluntary break. I did not plan this break. It was involuntary. When your health goes downhill, you got no choice. You got no choice in that matter. You got to try and sort things out, right? So in this case, it was not a choice that I made that I wanted a break. I thought I'll be fine within 1 or 2 days. I went with the intention of 2 days, 3 days. And before I knew it, a whole month, 4 weeks have gone by. So I've learned this quotation, learn to be alone. Learn to be alone because no one will stay forever. It was a total mindset. It was a change of my life. And I would like to encourage you, especially if you're a youngster, you're a Gen Z, you're part of the youth, part of the teenagers, try and develop good friendships when you're young. But remember that eventually they will go away. But remember always that the friendships you form in your young years, they will remain forever. That's my experience in life. Some of the good friends that you have as youngsters, even if you don't see them for 5 years or 10 years later, you see them and you say, wow, it's like as if you're young again. So those are the most magnificent friendships and the most beautiful friendships. So look after your friendships, treasure and honor the people in your life because you don't know how long they will be in your life or how long you will be in their life. Stay well, look after yourself. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin.